USA with the 2-0 halftime lead on Panama. Watch what happens 23rd minute off the Michael Bradley corner kick.
Yeah, I like Jaime Pinedo, the Panama goalkeeper, but I think if he is a little bit susceptible, it's to crosses. This first one, Michael Bradley whips into that near post. It's cleared off the line. Well, the second one comes in. Pinedo's thinking about that first one, and this one floats untouched into that far post corner. Michael Bradley gets that first goal of the game.
And Altidore seemed to mime afterwards, I might have touched it. That's the striker's mentality. Yeah, it couldn't steal the goal. It was 100% all the way. Jesse Zardes wins the ball in his own half. Look at this ball to Clint Dempsey.
Well, I mean, how much more classic for a United States goal than pressure in midfield, using the pace and the ability. Jazzy Zardes wins the ball, excellently weighted pass into Clint Dempsey, who then gets to put on the showpiece.
So here we are at the end of January camp. You know, it's an interesting thing as the center of power of the U.S. national team now seems to reside in Major League Soccer, scheduling important friendlies overseas, which the United States have done. They're going to Denmark, they're going to Switzerland, they're going to Netherlands, they're going to Germany, all in the next 5 months. Now that cuts into MLS time for the guys who are playing in MLS, and as the big shots, as Jurgen has said before the game, that they're playing here.
Yeah, that's always a tricky situation. You know, the U.S. always like to try to schedule games in Europe, so then players who are playing in Europe don't have to travel. It's a lot easier to get their releases. They don't have the problem with their clubs with the big travel schedule back to Europe. Well, now with this big shift of players back into MLS, the dynamic completely flips. Now it's MLS teams going, oh my God, we're losing our star players to go with national team games over in Europe.
And they're friendlies.
And they're friendlies. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic now as Jurgen, U.S. Soccer, and MLS try to come to a good understanding on how everybody can work together for the same result.
Leading up to Gold Cup, which will matter, because if you can win the two, put you through to the Confederations Cup, leading into Russia. A lot of states.
Once again, conflict.
Hey, it was Chile and Brittany today, and it was Chile for the United States women. Highlights of USA and France when we come back. Earlier today, the first part of our doubleheader, USA women in France. Both these teams going to the World Cup. Number 2 in the world, USA. Number 3, France. Elodie Thomas goes in against Laurie Kalupny, and Le Sommet will get the header here.
It's a good little change of pace and puts a fantastic cross in the box, and France opens the scoring.
That was in the 50th minute after a lot of opportunities each way. 1 minute later, Jessica Huara going out wide, and this is a cross, but
that's just unfortunate. I mean, I don't know what Harris is supposed to do about that in the U.S. goal. The ball's 6 feet over her head. I mean, it's just very unfortunate.
Ashlyn Harrison, goal today for the United States. Hope Solo still under that 30-day suspension. Abby Wambach, you saw her there, was a sub off the bench. This, the second goal off the feet from Zardes. Dempsey in the 37th minute, his 40th goal. Second half's coming up.